The topic of the day is mindset. Why should I be working on my mindset in this day and age? It's it's actually something my daughter and I were talking about just yesterday when we were out for our COVID walk. Our COVID-19 walk. Sometimes people think that mindset isn't important. And what do I mean by mindset? Well, it's, you know, fixing yourself, fixing your mind, focusing your mind on things you want to achieve as opposed to focusing on all the negativity, all the scare, all the fear that's going on right now. And why is that important for small business owners? It's important for everybody. I go ahead and throw a comment if you don't mind over in the comment box. I am streaming on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all kinds of places, so you might be finding me there. But the comments do come through, so pop in and say hi. Now, my friend Jennifer Trask, whom I met many, many years ago, I laugh because she and I argue over whether it was 2014 or 2015, but somewhere back in that time frame. I'm dating myself. 2014 was the year that I had kidney stones, so I remember that one very well. And so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any since. But I remember her, we met at a Brendon Burchard event, one of the two that I attended in either 2014, 2015. I remember her because of her smile. And I ended up following her because, you go to events and you get 5,000 people's business card, and most of them you never follow up with. But Jennifer struck me, and I didn't understand what she was talking about at the time. I mean, because if you're not exposed to the mindset conversation, then you don't necessarily know. I figured out why there's a bright shadow. It's the cover on my lamp. There we go. It's not working right. You talk to somebody about mindset, and unless you've really spent I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time, okay? But unless you've spent time talking to somebody who's focusing on that, most of us just go about our daily lives without thinking about what we think about. And Facebook's a really good example of how we can get sucked into thinking about things that don't necessarily serve us well. They're not things that we were planning to think about. They are potentially very negative things. And we can get on Facebook and become instant judges and figure out that this person's wrong and they're an idiot and, start doing all kinds of things. And I'm raising my hand because I'm guilty of sin. But fast forward, I've been following Jennifer. I got on her email list probably 3 or 4 years ago. I've watched her grow in her experience in coaching. She's been a small business coach, she's been a life coach, and she has ventured into what she calls the joyous journey, where she is now teaching people about mindset. I'm not very good at it yet. I am in her program. She calls it the joyous journey. I joined last fall, and like typical things, we join programs and we learn a little bit and then we don't put it into practice, right? I think you all can probably attest to that. I think I saw yesterday that somebody said that 8% of the people that buy a program, buy a training course, actually complete it. That's not a very good number. But in looking at the things that I have purchased in the past, I can probably say that there are very few things that I've gone all the way through and finished. So maybe that's a pretty good number. My resolution, my determination is that I want to start doing a lot better job with this thing. I look at my watch. which is really silly. But I'm 62 years old now. Time is slipping away for me. It's really slipping away for all of us, right? We don't know how long we have. And so many times we waste so much time. And I'm pretty sure actually I met her, now that I think about it, in 2015, because that was Brendon Burchard's performance, what was it called? High Performance Academy. I bet that's where it was. And Brendon talked a whole lot about focusing on what you're working on and being cognizant. I'm going to throw this up because I put it together the other day. I don't have a button for it. That's where it is. If you've never seen my cat, by the way, this is what my cat does to me quite a few times a day. She pats me on the head. I think that's funny, so I put it in my setup. Where is it? One of the things that Brendon taught me is this. Ask yourself, how does this apply to me? When you're watching TV, how does this apply to me? Is it time that I want to be spending? Steve Jobs also talked about it. He talked about, what Steve said was, every morning I wake up, I look in the mirror. This is a paraphrase. And I look in the mirror and I say, am I doing what if this was the last day on the earth, am I doing what I wanted to do in my very last day? Because we don't know what's going to happen. We might die today. We might die tomorrow. But we typically get wrapped up in, especially like right now, if you're stuck at home, I've seen so many people post on Facebook and Instagram or wherever, well, I'm wasting the day away watching Netflix. I don't have anything to do, or somebody help me, I'm bored to tears. I'm sitting here drinking every bottle of wine I've got. And maybe that's what serves you. But what I would encourage you to do is to say, all right, how can I be better by the end of the day than I was at the beginning of the day? My friend Laura Posey says all the time, 1% goal is to be 1% better by the end of the day than you were at the beginning. And if you continue to do that kind of stuff and you think about it, and you think about how does this apply to me, then you are putting yourself in a better position constantly. It is a mindset thing. Thinking about these things are mindset things. We typically just get so wrapped up in negative and worry, and none of those things serve you. None of them serve you. So my friend Jennifer has this program called The Joyous Journey. It's available right now. It's a membership. I don't come in and plug things very often. I'm not here to pitch you. I'm here to help you. But I really firmly, totally believe in what Jennifer's doing. Jennifer's Joyous Journey includes a course. It includes monthly meetings, weekly actually, I think. It includes a session with her. There's a whole bunch of bonuses if you go to the website, which I put in the title of this, and I will share it later. I didn't create a shortcut, and it's only available till the end of the day tomorrow. I'm going to show you the sales page. And it's not freaking very expensive. I know some of you are probably going, oh, well, this is going to be scary expensive. Did that work? Let me see. Yeah, all right. Let me take the title thing off. No, not that. I want this to go away. Now, you can skip the section on the right unless you're absolutely crazy, really want to go work on your mindset. She does have a coaching thing, and I'll move my face. Put me up there. What I am in is in the $67 a month core. And this is, by the way, Canadian. If you're in the United States, that's roughly works out to about $44 a month. It's not that expensive. You get the core modules. You get a Joy Buddy, which is working together with somebody to keep each other accountable, live coaching, hot seats, deep dive interviews, which she does, quarterly challenges, and a Facebook community. It's awesome. I mean, she does these calls like weekly, and many days I look at my calendar and I go, oh, God, there's another Jennifer call. I really should be working on something else. And it comes close, and my alert pops up, and my alert says, Jennifer call starts in 30 minutes. And I wrestle with myself. And I say to myself, self, you've gotten on her calls, and every time you get on her call, by the end of the call, you feel better about yourself. And sometimes Jennifer asks for people to volunteer to talk about a problem that they're having. And I sheepishly go, oh, I probably need some help. And she gives me this massive list. She hears me out. She says, well, what if you worked on this? Or what if you worked on that? And I have gotten so much value out of her stuff, it's astounding. So I tell you, I don't push. I don't try to promote a whole bunch of things I don't believe in. I'm in this program. I am doing it on a regular basis. It is helping me, and therefore, if I don't share it with you, then I'm not giving you the opportunity to work on something that you potentially right now are struggling with, just like so many of us are struggling with our mindset. We're getting wrapped up in the negativity, in the fear, when we ought to be focusing on how can we be better by the end of the day or the end of the week. How can we help others, which is why I'm talking about this. It's not about the money. It's about helping you get better. If you do decide to go in, of course, I would rather you use my affiliate link so that I get a little bit of money out of the deal. Because that helps my family, and it takes money out of Jennifer's pocket so that I get it. It's all about me. But I do firmly believe in what Jennifer's doing. I don't just promote. You know, if you know anything about me, you know I don't do that. But I did that. Wrong button. I was hoping to scroll. Oh, I'm scrolling the wrong thing. This is it's a long sales page. It's a very good, typical good sales page. But in my book, she's absolutely right. It's about gaining confidence, which is why I keep coming back to Jennifer, and there's that smile. She is very helpful in helping me be more confident in what I'm doing. And if you're struggling, like I said, especially in this negative time, here's an opportunity for just a few pennies. It's not expensive. I mean, it's, if you think about it in the US dollars, it's like $44 a month, which is a little bit more than $1 a day, right? $1.25, $1.50. And you get all of this awesome content, plus you get somebody to guide you through it. That's the thing that I get most out of. It's well worth your time. It's well worth the investment. If you go monthly, I showed the pricing here. You can go monthly. It's $67, and that's Canadian. It's $44-ish US. And to the gentleman, lady that just commented on Twitch, that's nothing but negativity. I am broadcasting on multiple channels, and you have no clue what I'm doing. So take your little judgment and learn how to be a positive person and encourage people instead of being negative, you can benefit from this. I don't care who you are. If you are running around making fun of people, you need to work on your mindset. Your perfect example. I need to work on my mindset. We all basically need to work on our mindsets. So if you're interested, I've posted the link. Let me post it to all of you. If you do have any interest, here is the link to her program, which is my affiliate link. It is $67 a month. You can pay $670 for the year and get basically 2 months free. Or if you really want to go crazy, like the person on Twitter or Twitch should do, go in and get some personal coaching from her. Thank you for your apology. It's important for us to not be negative. I'm failing at this. I raise my hand because, frankly, I am failing at this. I know I fail at this. And I do go back. I'm going to turn this back on because I have a post-it note on my computer in big, bold letters that says this. How does this apply to me? Because I want to think about what I'm doing and saying. I don't always, we're not perfect. If you go to church, we're all sinners. We all make mistakes. We can all do better. And therefore, I wanted to come on and talk about mindset because we all need to be better. We need to not judge others so much. We need to have better focus on what we're doing. And there's is an opportunity for somebody to guide you through that process. That's all I'm trying to say. If you're interested, if this is the opportunity for you to work on your mindset, Jennifer, in my opinion, is a perfect person to go work with because she can help you change what you're doing up here in this thing. I still have a long way to go. And I would suspect that she would say she's still working on herself. So if you want to work on yourself, if you want to work on your mindset, please jump into Jennifer's program. If you don't want to use my affiliate link because you don't think I deserve it, that's fine. Go to the page, find out what the link is, join her program, work on your mindset, and work on it. Don't be a Mitch, because sometimes I confess I don't do the things that I'm supposed to do that she urges me to do. It's because we're all human. And I am trying to be better human. And I encourage all of you to do that as well. So if you have any questions about the program, I'm happy to answer them. I haven't gotten too many comments, but I appreciate all of you who've tuned in, all of you who watched the replay. I am always available here on Facebook or Facebook Messenger. You can grab me there. And if you want to know, by the way, I am going to be doing quite a few more live sessions. And I'm going to show you my screen. And I am going to come back over here and turn this off. If you go to... where is it? This button. If you go to this URL and it is in your comment stream, go to giveawayrocket.com/calfree. You can see my calendar. And in this calendar, I am adding a whole bunch of sessions where I'm going to be talking about small business kinds of things. And if you pay attention to my Facebook feed, I will be posting about them there. And I encourage you to follow me and join some of these sessions, because I think I'm going to be giving, I shouldn't say I think, I know I'm going to be giving great value. Whether or not you decide to apply it, that's obviously up to you. And if you want to I don't have it set up. If you want, I can give you a link that would let you subscribe to the calendar so it would always appear in your Google Calendar as well. I was asked on Twitch, what is your opinion on COVID-19? Because you asked a question, I'm going to answer it. That's not the intent of this conversation. My intent is mindset. In terms of mindset, there are a lot of people that are really afraid. Let me go back to my face. There are a lot of people that are afraid. There's a lot of people that say it's not worth worrying about and they're going out and partying and doing whatever. Let me just say, I just read that Iceland, the country, is a small country with a small group of people, right? I think they had 350,000 people total population. They have tested 10,000 people of their population. Of the 10,000, 50% of them have the virus in their bloodstream. They're just not showing any symptoms. So if you're thinking this is no big deal, it is a big deal because there are a lot of people carrying it without symptoms. They could get sick or they could just be a carrier. I think it's a very dangerous time. I think you ought to pay attention to the health officials. I think you ought to help out wherever you can, volunteer or whatever. Alert just popped up and scared me. Work on your mindset. Don't get totally wrapped up in the fear. Understand what the news is and plan accordingly. Please try not to get wrapped up in fear. So there's my answer to that very complicated, difficult question. I do appreciate all of you for tuning in. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and post them after this is over. I will certainly be happy to answer you. And hope to see you again on one of my live feeds this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern USA time, New York time. I'm going to be talking about 3 essential tools if you're a Macintosh user that I really think will help your productivity. I love teaching this kind of stuff because I'm a tech geek, but everybody I have shown these tools to has said, holy cow, Mitch, that's really cool. So tune in at 3 o'clock Eastern, and I will see you then. Thanks for tuning in.